If approved, this would allow investors to redeem their shares for actual Bitcoin instead of cash. Oh my God! If you guys, for the love, how like versed are you guys in crypto, bro? I heard you're taking Gaza. Yeah, apparently we're taking Gaza. Okay, so this is so my mom and I talked about this. My mom and I talked about this. She called me ring 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 ring. Said, "Oh, mom, what's up?" And she said, "Yo, what's your thoughts on the Gaza Strip?" And I was like, "Fuck, I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation to have a true opinion on it, right?" And she's like, "Me neither." And then we were talking, going back and forth of like some of the takes that I've heard on it, some of the takes that she's heard on it. She's like, "This is the most recent take," and I was like, "You know what? This is a cool take. I like it. It's the one I'm going to try to regurgitate." And that is, there has been claims that the Middle East, this Gaza Strip, would be under peace. It would have peace. There would be no war. There would be prosperity. And there has not been no prosperity. So Trump said, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to come in. I'm going to make Trump Tower. It's going to be great. It's going to be the new Riviera. Right? And I'm sorry, I just cracked myself up doing that. But it's a threat saying that, hey, if you guys don't clean up your act and figure out how to live harmoniously like adults, then we're going to come in here and we're going to do the American thing and bring democracy over here, and we're going to find some oil. Trump's age got him. He's saying anything. See, I think it's the opposite, Deep. I think, honestly, this time, even though Trump's later in his life, I think he is a more mature politician now, because he's not a politician. This guy's a businessman at the end of the day. And he's learning how to play the game of politics better and understanding what levers he can play. And I also think that, like, shout out to Trump, the messenger is important. Let's see, did I do this right?
So you see, the ideas and the policy are important, but
yeah, I think this is where he says, like, the messenger is also important, and I think this is true 100%.
The most important thing of all is the messenger, because I could give that same message to a stiff and it wouldn't resonate at all with the other side. You have to have the right messenger. Somebody
This is
said,
true.
we love Trump policy, but we don't like Trump. I think they do. They said that women don't like me. I think women love me because they want to be safe.
Son of a bitch. This is
safe.
not the one that I wanted to. That's not the clip that I thought it was. But he was going off on the messenger saying, like a stiff or something along these lines. Yeah, I can't find it. Where he was saying that, like, the messenger is important because you could say, hey, we're gonna tariff you 25%. Or you could say, listen here, fucker, we're going to tariff you 25%. And you're like, damn. Why are your past streams not showing on the channel? We just went over this. It's so funny. I thought this term Trump was going to focus on the U.S. and not world police. I don't think it's legally or logistically possible. I don't think it's even possible. As I said, I don't know if it so much is even going to happen as it is so much more of a threat for the Palestinian people and the Israelis to get their act together and act like adults and learn how to live harmoniously. I think that is the end play here. But we also can't say that he's doing world police when it's only one thing so far that he's going after over there, unless you want to count like Canada being the 51st state, but I mean they basically already are. And then you got Greenland, that could be another one, but that's not even like war, that's just like a transaction. Same thing with the Panama Canal. I don't know if you guys checked the most recent patch notes, but if you looked under the section America, now we can pass through the Panama Canal without being taxed. That's nice. Now if you're a waitress and you're at Hooters doing your thing, get massive tips. With those massive tips, no tax. Palestinians will retaliate to it. Why would they? When the plan is to develop an area, make it prosperous, give opportunity, right? Like, the one thing that I could see that I know is gonna rub the wrong feathers, so apologies. But just like over here in America, how we're having these very aggressive changes, just like somebody who is fat and out of shape who needs to make drastic changes to get healthy and improve their life, America is no different. America was this super hot chick who was kicking ass and taking names. She was Sigourney Weaver from the first Alien, just a true badass. And unfortunately, got a little complacent, started racking up the dollars. Now everyone was using us like as a racketeering scheme, and now we're like, we're sick of it. We're done. We're becoming a badass again. And that takes time, that takes drastic change and effort. And what I'm saying over there in this Gaza Strip is, may have to leave for a little bit. It may be uncomfortable, right? But the idea, the long-term thing was better than what you do now. Once more, not what I believe, just an idea. Because it's under the rule of Hamas, which is a terror organization according to many. I mean, I put it on the side of Hamas. I put them under side of terror. Yeah. They don't trust the West? No, absolutely. Okay, right wing. I'm just giving an idea. I'm not saying that I believe in it. You should be able to articulate both sides. You should be able, as an individual, I hope you guys can agree with this. As an individual, you should be able to articulate both sides of the aisle and then come out with your own opinion, right? Hamas has now entered the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This is the issue with Hamas. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think America needs to be dealing with this at the moment, or it needs to be moved down on the priority. What needs to be moved up on the priority, in my opinion, is the Mexican cartels, just because they directly border us. The Vita rifle will welcome them. I'm sure it will, with a nice, probably 45 cal round, maybe a 5.56. Say hello from afar. Just reach them from afar. Probably what will happen. And then what will happen back is they'll have their own way to come back and tap back and say, hey, thanks for the welcome. Here's our welcome. Which is not what we want to see. That's not how that's not how civilized people work. But I don't think Hamas is very civilized. I know that may be controversial for some online, but I haven't seen otherwise. I haven't seen them being very cooperative, and I haven't seen a lot of prosperity. I haven't seen a lot of open-mindedness. New word that I've learned is secularism. Haven't seen a lot of that idea floating in that camp. There is an uncle here who was in the Rishvita rifles in Kashmir, and he told a crazy story. It's these stories are like epics of old tales, where they have, if you really think about it, a real epic like the Odyssey. Man, is it an adventure? Is it a ride? Like these stories that they say, like what this guy is saying, like, damn, what is it right? But man, doesn't that come with so much tragedy and so much sorrow? I mean, it develops the character, develops the man, and I'm sure they have some regrets along the way. We all do as humans. But when I hear military guys, respect to the Indian military, these riflemen, and I'm sure the crazy stories that they have, like, I'm happy you made it out, but man, I have empathy for the battles that you've had to fall and endure through. That's where my mind goes when I hear something like that. It's just empathy for, like, man, I know you had to go through some shit, and you probably had to lose some shit along the way. So you're a good, ideally, you're a good man. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ActuallyElrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server. So thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that. And if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all of that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.